Nebbiolo, an Italian grape known for high quality. Today I'll be going over a grape from Austria that was crossed between Blaufränkisch and St. Lawrence, and it's called Zweigelt. So, why am I doing these videos? Well, the majority of you have probably heard of some of these varietals. Cabernet Sauvignon, Pinot Noir, Pinot Grigio, Chardonnay, Merlot, Riesling, and Moscato. I, however, would like to introduce you to grapes that you've probably never heard of. At the beginning of each video, I will remind you of a few things. First and foremost, anyone can learn how to smell and taste wine. Like all foods and drinks, taste and smell are chemistry. So, like when we say we're smelling blackberries or we're tasting crushed red pepper, we're not making this up. With time, you can train to seek out individual smells and tastes. Just swirl your wine glass, close your eyes. When you think about certain things that you're smelling or tasting, you can just pick out individual fruits or wood or flowers or minerals or what have you. Basically, that will help you appreciate wine. So at the beginning of each video, I'll be going over several terms that you will probably need to know. So first and foremost, you already know whether a wine is dry or sweet. Body is the mouthfeel that you have when you taste wine, and it is analogous to milk. If it feels like whole milk, that's full-bodied. If it feels like skim milk, it's light-bodied. And if it's 2%, it's medium-bodied. You can also guess the body by the tears or legs that form on the glass after you swirl it. If the tears take a long while to form, it's a full-bodied wine. If they come and go quickly, it's a light-bodied wine. Now, tannin is the astringency you feel in your mouth that some wines have. It makes your tongue feel like it's sticking to the side of your teeth or to the roof of your mouth. If a wine is too tannic, you might make this kind of face. So acidity is how watery your mouth feels after swallowing. The more watery, the higher the acidity. All wines are acidic because they have a lower pH level than water. This is probably something you went over in middle school or high school chemistry. Alcohol outside of the label can also be guessed by how much wine burns at the top of your throat when it goes down. You can also guess how much alcohol is in wine by how far away you can hold the glass before you can smell the wine. The further away, the higher the alcohol. So like, for example, Zinfandel, you can probably hold it to right about here, whereas something like a Moscato, which has lower alcohol level, you can just pretty much hold it right here. Okay, so on to the grape. As I had made mention in the beginning of this video, Zweigelt is a cross between two grapes. In 1922, Fritz Zweigelt, a famous Austrian grapevine breeder, created this grape and humbly named it after himself. It is the most planted red grape in Austria. And Zweigelt is grown in two different regions. I will probably butcher the name of the first one, and that's Niederösterreich. And then the other location is Burgenland. So, that all being said, here's the location. This right here, hopefully you'll be able to see it, is Niederösterreich. It's the northern part here. And then we have Burgenland, which is this purple part down here. So Niederösterreich, Burgenland. Now, although this is a rather obscure grape, it has been planted in several other places that are cold climate friendlier wine regions as well, like Poland, British Columbia, Canada, and even Washington State. There are two wineries that are producing Zweigelt. Zweigelt is an early harvest grape. It's picked 1 to 2 weeks earlier than Pinot Noir. Now, early harvest, what that means is that the grapes do not reach full maturity in order to achieve a light, easy to drink wine in spite of the high acidity that it would be produced. I would also like to point out that this is actually something pretty obvious when it comes to harvesting. It's entirely dependent on the weather and is not determined by the calendar per se. And of course, Iowans like myself know about this fact. So, what can you expect from a Zweigelt? Well, it's a light-bodied red wine, and it can range from very dry to semi-dry, and has a medium level of tannin. Zweigelt is a wine that is medium high in acidity and has about an average amount of alcohol for red wine. The wine is meant to be drunk in an aroma collector wine glass, should you have one, and served at 55 to 60 degrees, which is also known as cellar temperature. Should you have the patience, Zweigelt can be stored anywhere from 1 to 5 years. You can spend around $14 for this wine, which of course is very affordable. Now, what can you expect of tastes and smells from Zweigelt? Red cherry, raspberry, black pepper, licorice, potting soil, and chocolate. Pair it with barbecue chicken or macaroni salad for a fun experience. So if, for example, you're already a fan of Pinot Noir, you might want to give this unique Austrian red wine a try. Anyway, this is Mark, your Madison Cork Dork. Join me tomorrow at 3 o'clock when I go over a grape that originated in France and has really taken off in South Africa. Thank you for watching.